Again. Okay, today, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into gizmos and we're going to work with a gizmo and play with a gizmo to answer these assessment questions. So what you need to do is you need to read the question carefully. If a disease strikes the snake population in the food chain shown, what will the initial effect of on the populations of hawks and rabbits be? Okay, so what will the effects if the snakes are diseased? What will happen to the hawks as well as the rabbits? So it says A, the population of hawks and rabbits will decrease. B, the population of hawks and rabbits will increase. C, the population of hawks will increase and the population of rabbits will decrease. Or D, the population of hawks will decrease and the population of rabbits will increase. Now, I don't expect you to know the answer right away, so it's really important that you read the question carefully and then you go back to the gizmo to play with the gizmo to answer the question. That's the whole point of the gizmo being there, that we use the gizmo to answer the questions below. We don't just randomly pick one or guess. Okay, so it says again, if the disease strikes the snake population. So you're looking at the snakes, we're focusing on them. So I'm going to go back up to my gizmo by scrolling up. And I notice that right here, the snake population is quite high, and you can see it says they're healthy. Well, I'm going to restart this because we had some. I'm going to restart the simulation. Okay, so if I can just learn how to restart it. Oh, wait, I'm going to try again. Let's see if I can refresh to restart. So let's see. And it looks like I have restarted. So the hawks are back up to 42. I just refreshed my page, and the snakes are at 278. And wow, there's a lot of rabbits, 2,566 rabbits. And then we also have some plants. Some plant life is important because we know rabbits are herbivores and they're going to eat the plants. So that's 27,300 plants are included in this food chain. So you can see, we know that the hawks eat the snakes eat the rabbits eat the plants. All right, so that's how this food chain pyramid works if you haven't seen this kind of diagram. And if you remember from the question, it said that the snakes population is diseased. So we're going to go over here and we're going to choose diseased. Okay, and let's see what happens when we advance the years to go a little bit forward. So I'm going to play it and see what happens. So it looks how many months we are up. We're at 3-4 months right now. And look, the snake population slowly going down. What's happening to the rabbit population? It's increasing, right? What's happening to the hawk population? It's staying at, well, it's slowly going up, okay? So if you want to see this data slowed down, because this is 22 months now, this is almost 2 years. If you go to the table, it'll show you what happens over time. Now, the question said initially what is going to happen to the rabbit population and the hawk population, okay? So as you can see, the rabbit population is going up, and the hawk population is starting to go down because it went from 42 to 40. So let's go see if that's an option again. It says the population of hawks and rabbits will decrease. Nope, that's wrong because we saw the rabbits are going up. They're increasing. The population of hawks and rabbits will increase. No, that's not right either because we saw the hawks initially started to going down. The population of hawks will increase and the population of rabbits will decrease. No, well, both of those are switched, right? So that's not going to work. The population of hawks will decrease and the population of rabbits will increase. So you select D. Okay, so the next one, it says in the stable food chain shown below, what would you expect to happen initially if you were to suddenly double the population of rabbits? So there's a way to suddenly double the population, and we're going to read the options first. I'll show you the options first. A, the populations of the other 3 species would also increase. The populations of the other 3 species would decrease. The grass population would decrease and the snake population and hawk population would increase. and the grass population and hawk population would decrease, and the snake population would increase. So let's go have a look here. So we go back up to our gizmos, and we go to reset, make sure we're at the beginning, and we're going to go, remember it says that they have to double the actual rabbit population. So if we do 2,566, so I'm going to open up my calculator here, 2,566 times 2, well, I know 2,500 times 2 is 5,000, and 66 times 2 is 132, so that's 5,132. So let's check to see if I'm right. And yay, I'm right. Okay, so 5,132. So we can change the rabbit population by adding rabbits. So if you see, I can just go all the way up to 5,132 by pressing the plus. And oh, it's a little bit beyond. I'll go a little lower, okay? So that's okay, and we have a healthy rabbit population. Now let's play the simulation and see what happens, okay? So, wow, look at what's happening. This is so cool, okay? And I'm going to pause after about a year, 12 months, and about a year, and I'm going to pause, and now I can also look at the bar graph. Now the bar graph tells me what happens over time. Oh, it looks like there's a bit of a balance. Let's see if the graph will show me. So it shows over here that over time, what is happening? It looks like they're starting to, here, interesting. So it says, okay, this is a little easier to understand. So the T-chart table is a little bit easier to understand. So we had, oh, look, what's happening to the rabbits? Interesting. They're decreasing over time, and the snakes are increasing initially, and then they start to decrease. And the hawks increase, and also start to decrease later on. That is really interesting what happens. But what happens to the grass? If you look at the grass, there's a lot of grass, and then eventually the grass starts to get eaten and the rabbits run out of grass, and that's why they start to decrease quite suddenly. Okay, so then the grass starts to grow again. So let's go back and see what option we should select. So it says the populations of other 3 species would also increase. The populations of other 3 species would decrease. The grass population would decrease, and the snake population and hawk population would increase. And the grass population and hawk population would decrease. The snake population would increase. So it's C, obviously, because the grass population started to decrease. I'm going to collect C. So make sure that you read the question fully. You look for the key words. You read all of the options, and then you go up to the gizmo and you play with the gizmo to answer the questions. So that's today's assignment. Good luck, and make sure you log into Gizmo. Check your Google Docs if you forgot your password and your username. Have fun. Bye-bye.